lesson 6. Where did it come from? In the last lesson, we talked about self-love and self-limiting beliefs. We mentioned that the first step to learning how to love yourself is to be kind to yourself. If you ever have negative thoughts, feelings, or words about yourself, imagine a giant stop sign blinking in front of your face. Stop and say, I am the kind of person who is kind to myself. We also mentioned that when we were infants, we loved ourselves, but as we grew, we exchanged self-love for self-doubt, and we filled our minds with self-limiting beliefs like, I'm not good enough. So the next step in releasing those self-limiting beliefs is to ask the question, why do I feel that way? Where did that come from? What are the negative thoughts that run through your head? Where did you first hear those words and phrases? I have a friend who wanted to apply for a new job. It was something different that she always wanted to try but hadn't done before. Instantly, she heard a voice in her mind saying, you can't do that. It'll never work. And she paused. She asked herself the question, where did that voice come from? After a few minutes of reflection, she said, that's my mother I'm hearing. I am 40 years old and I'm still hearing my mother say, I can't do that. Now, this exercise is not about finding who to blame. It's about finding the root of the problem so we can let it go. Blame doesn't heal us. Love and forgiveness are what heal us. But it's helpful to know who we need to forgive and what self-limiting beliefs we have that we need to reprogram. So it's time to grab a notebook and a pen and do a little journaling. We're going to start with our parents. I want you to write all the things that your parents said that were wrong with you. What were the negative messages you heard? What did they say about money? What did they say about your body? What did they say about your abilities? Did they praise you? Or did they tell you everything that was wrong with you? What did they say about being able to trust other people? Did they teach you that the world was safe or that it was grim, harsh, and dangerous? In addition to our parents, who else influenced us? How about our siblings, our friends, our teachers, our babysitters, our church leaders? Think about the messages you received and say to yourself, oh, so that's where that came from. In addition to what people might have said to you, we need to look at what people did to you and how that affected you. Children who suffer abuse and neglect learn messages like, I am worthless. I am garbage. I am dirty. I am unlovable, and so on. Children who suffer from trauma learn messages like, the world isn't safe. Once again, we're not looking for someone or something to blame. We're looking for the source of those self-limiting beliefs and that negative programming so we can reprogram those beliefs through love and forgiveness. Spend about 30 minutes writing down messages that you received and where they came from. And it's absolutely okay if you don't figure out everything at one sitting. That would be overwhelming. This is an exercise that you can come back to and do again whenever you're ready. The process of healing and forgiveness usually comes in layers, like an onion. We can peel off one layer of an onion, and the onion becomes a little smaller. When we're ready, we can peel off another layer, and so on. Healing and forgiveness are the same way. Don't expect to get rid of everything at once. Just work on one layer. That's enough for now. And then when you're ready, you can work on another layer. And your problems and your hurts will shrink smaller and smaller until they don't bother you anymore. In the next lesson, we are going to begin the process of overcoming those negative self-limiting beliefs and that negative programming by choosing a new path. In closing, I'd like to share a quote by Groucho Marx. He said, "Each morning when I open my eyes, I say to myself, I, not events, have the power to make me happy or unhappy today. I can choose which it shall be. Yesterday is dead. Tomorrow hasn't arrived yet. I have just one day, today, and I'm going to be happy in it."